You want to drive your hips forward instead of rotating them circularly.
Sem movimentar o corpo.
Once again, elevating your heel up to your buttocks is very important for generating power in your kick.
Porque você está levando o quadril, ao contrário. Ó, assim. Não assim. Aqui.
Now we'll demonstrate Kazami Margari. Kazami means front leg, and Kazami Margari means the front kick with the front leg. All the rules that apply to the rear leg front kick apply to the lead leg front kick. Again, you don't want to sink your torso backward, but rather keep your hips forward and your stomach tight. Your hips stay forward. You can sink low at this strike, or you can kick mid-range.
Baixo. Porque o golpe
Again, drawing your heel up towards your buttocks is very important.
é muito importante.
You do not want to push your foot into your target. You must hit your target. Sometimes you can push to maintain distance, but that is a different kick.
Não. Você tem que bater.
With this kick, you want to strike your target, and this is accomplished by drawing your heel up to your buttocks and keeping your hips straight. Now we'll show Kizā Margari. It is still a front kick with the lead leg, but now you take a step before kicking. One step forward with your rear foot, and then kick. The step is a small one.
Só uma puxadinha. Rápido, rápido.
Just a little fast step to cover distance when your opponent is not within range. In this situation, there is a good deal of distance between me and my opponent. I want to kick, but he's too far away. So I take a small step and then kick. Always use your hips.
Puxa pouquinho.
If your opponent is too far away, take a small step. It cannot be a big step. You don't want to step your rear foot in front of your lead foot. If you do, you'll be off balance and your opponent will enter and counter.
De novo. Step off.
Just a small step.
Quando eu fizer o step twist. Curto. Step curto.
This technique is called Yoki Garikomi, or side kick. With this kick, you must begin just as you did with the front kick, by elevating your heel towards your buttocks and then drawing your knee forward. However, once you have elevated your knee, you turn to the side and drive the blade of your foot into your opponent's abdomen or face. Once you have completed the kick, you turn your body and drop your foot to the canvas, changing your stance. The side kick can also be used to strike your opponent's thigh. It is a very versatile strike in that you can kick the legs, the body, and the head.
De cima para baixo. Deixa eu bater primeiro.
When throwing the side kick, it is very important to pay special attention to your movement.
Às vezes,
You don't want to rotate your body too early. Remember, the kick begins just as the front kick does, by keeping your body erect. Once your knee is up, that's when you turn and drive the blade of your foot into your target.
carrega, depois você vira. Você carrega, vira. Tira.
The side kick is a very versatile kick because it can be thrown from different angles and at different targets. Previously, I threw it to my opponent's stomach, but I can also throw it to his thigh to block his forward movement. It can also be used in combination with other kicks, such as a low kick to your opponent's leg. When you throw a kick and then follow up with the side kick, it is very difficult for your opponent to spot. You can also combine the side kick with a step. Step to one side, and then kick. The technique I will show you now is shiro gari, or spinning back kick.
É o shirogeri.
The turn is very important because a lot of people do it wrong.
Importante nesse golpe.
Instead of keeping their entire body unified as they turn, they let their leg float out to the side. This is wrong. You want to keep your leg tight, which allows you to line up your foot with your target.
Isso é muito importante.
If you let your leg float out to the side as you turn, it is not a spinning back kick.
Se você girar assim, você vai chutar errado, ó. Não.
You always want to turn so that you can lash your leg straight out into your target.
Direção do oponente.
Always.
Sim. Mostrando de um outro
I will show it from another angle.
Mesma técnica.
Same technique. I keep everything tight as I rotate so that I can line my foot up with my target. If you keep your body united as you rotate, and then keep your feet together, you'll have little trouble hitting your target. One more time I will show the kick.
Mostrando o golpe. As pernas bem unidas é muito importante.
Keeping your legs together is very important.
Movimento aqui, ó. Muito importante.
This movement is very important. You cannot let your leg float out to the side when you turn. In addition to making it more difficult to hit your target, you're also in danger of your opponent kicking you in the groin. That is why it's so important to keep everything tight and close. It helps your offense as well as your defense. I will apply the kick now. First, normal. Now I will apply the spinning back kick to counter my opponent's forward movement. Here I will use the same spinning back kick to counter my opponent's round kick. You can even use the spinning back kick to counter your opponent's jab. Now I will kick my opponent's leg to distract him, and then rotate and throw the spinning back kick. Here I use it again to counter my opponent's movement.
De canhoto, ele chutou.
When you set this technique up with other strikes, it is a very high percentage move.
Mostrando ainda.
It is also important to note that you can execute a jump spinning back kick to cover distance between you and your opponent. But before you attempt this, it is very important to first master the basic movements.
Isso é muito importante. Quando ele movimentar,